Beat Making Basics.
We're using GarageBand, all right? And again, I want to clarify. I don't want you to really get misled on this. This is not a tutorial course on how to use GarageBand, although you may learn some tips and tricks on how to use it. This is really a more of a universal approach to the making of beats. Okay, so I really want you to understand that, so you don't feel like I'm cheating you or whatever. Like, hey, I thought this was a tutorial, and it's not. Okay, this is more so just a lecture on how like the production fundamentals. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, so first of all, it doesn't matter what software program you use, every software program is going to have something called a project window. That's what this is right here. In your project window, you're going to be able to see your project or your beat as it's laid out here. Okay, as you can see here, you have different tracks, which these different tracks play different instruments. Okay, and so I'm just giving you an overview of everything. Now, you have something called BPM, it's beats per minute. And as you can see where tempo popped up here, all this is just showing you how fast or slow the track is going to go. So, in any program, you want to make sure that you set this however you want it to be set. Okay. Now, there's also something called a metronome. Now, the metronome is just going to, do some ticks, just so you can kind of stay on beat, okay, and you can know how fast or slow it's going. So if I push play right here, I have my metronome selected, I can hear how fast or slow the track is going to go based on my beats per minute, or BPM. So let me do that. All right, so you get it. Project window here. This is where all your tracks are going to be. This is, all your tracks either can be played as far as with, different instruments, or of course you can do audio, and you want to make sure you know what beats per minute mean, or BPM means. That's basically how fast or slow your track goes. You want to select your metronome so you can actually hear the ticks. All right, so let's look at this right here. This is also going to be pretty universal in any program. It's called the transport area, okay? Or bar. People will call it a transport bar. And you think about transportation, like if you're traveling in a car, you can either go left, right, or of course forward or backwards, You can stop. Same thing right here, same concept, except you're transporting in this project area, okay? Or you can look at this as a street. Each track is a lane, okay? It's a lane for your different instruments. All right, and if you push play, you're gonna see all of everything going here. You push stop, it's gonna stop it, of course. You push forward, it's gonna go forward in the track. Push backwards, rewind. It's a real simple concept, but you do have to understand it. You know what I'm saying? And then this little red button with the red dot, that's how you record. All right, so it's important that you understand that. The last thing I'm going to talk to you about when you understand the basics of recording is that, beats are made out of loops, okay? A bar is just a measure of time within a particular loop, all right, or a time period on your track, okay? Most in music, especially hip hop music, they have different lengths of time for different sections in your music. You know what I'm saying? Like usually you hear people say, all right, hey, I'm going to spit a 16, quick 16 or a hot 16. They're talking about a 16 measure, verse. And so if you look at this is one measure or bar, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it goes all the way up. And when you're making your beats, you're going to make a loop. Okay. You're not going to just go and play, make a beat and play it out the whole way through. No, you're gonna just create a 4 or 8 bar loop and keep on repeating that. And I'm gonna show you the process in the next lecture, okay? But this is your loop, your 4 bar measure here. If you have questions, ask me. Thank you so much.